Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect, King of Games. Today, we're going to be watching an exciting match between Shaddoll Dinosaur and Orcust. And it was really funny about Orcust because me and TJ were definitely trying out a lot of builds. And this was one of our test builds. We'll probably have a real build for everyone to see, depending on how you guys want to like up this video. TJ is going to start up by normal summoning that scrap recycler to a side of the field, sending a Harpour. In this particular sequence, we thought that it was a really good combo, but it actually gets extended in our deck profile. He's going to go ahead and use the Harpour to special summon Brass Bombard, or not Brass Bombard, the Symbol Skeleton. Those two monsters straight to a Nightmare Cerberus, and then he is going to make the Nightmare Mermaid. No matter if you are playing the Neospace Connector, Neospacian Aqua Dolphin combo, or if you are playing a Scrap Recycler or whatever, as long as you get two monsters to your side of the field, you can pretty much pop off with the exact same sequence. He's going to make Nightmare Mermaid, and by discarding Danger Susanoko, he's going to special summon Orcust Nightmare to his side of the field. TJ with two cards, one monster normal summon, and one card in his hand that's happened to be a danger card, he is going to start to pop off. Using both the Orcust Nightmare and the Nightmare Mermaid, he's going to make Galtea. And now he's going to be able to use Orcust Nightmare to send a monster from his deck to his graveyard. He's going to send World Legacy World Wand. Now, this card is actually a lot better than what people give credit. What it does is when it is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one World Legacy monster from your hand to your side of the field. So it's a free extender, but the effect that TJ wants to use is that he can banish it to special summon a banished Orcust monster to his side of the field, which essentially puts that monster right back in the graveyard as he's going to summon Harpour, and then he's going to follow up by using Galtea's effect to shuffle back in the World Legacy World Wand to set Orchestrated Babel to his side of the field. TJ is on a roll right now, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to start popping off with some really big combos. He's going to make a pretty decent sized board. But before that, he's going to activate his Orchestrated Babel, using both the Galtea and the Harpour now back into the graveyard. He is going to make the Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardish to his side of the field. Bardic is going to activate its effect. He can send a Phantom Knight's Cloak to the graveyard to set a Fog Blade to his side of the field. That's going to be amazing for not only negating the opponent, but if it's in the graveyard, he can pop off with more extenders, being able to special summon those Phantom Knight monsters from his graveyard back to his side of the field. He's going to go ahead and add Boots to his hand by banishing Cloak. And now since he does control a Phantom Knight's monster, he can special summon Boots to his side of the field. TJ, thinking about his next combos, and yes, this deck was definitely still in testing, but as you guys can see, it's too strong. He can still make those exact same boards, and Orcust does have a lot of viability in the format. Using Orcust Symbol Skeleton, he's going to special summon back his Galtea, and then he's going to Exceed summon on top of it for Dingrusu. Dingrusu's effect will trigger. That'll be able to add a Orcust Brass Bombard to it as a material, and then he's going to use all three of those monsters for a link summon into Longrisu. Now, Longrisu is actually really good when a monster would be summoned to where it points to. You're going to have a lot of problems because it can, yes, it very much can, send that monster to the graveyard by gaining advantage. TJ's then going to go ahead and follow up by using the effect of his Boots in the graveyard. That's going to allow him to add and set another Fog Blade from his deck eventually to his side of the field. So right now, TJ has 4 disruptions off of 2 cards. He has the Longrisu Disruption, the Dingrusu Disruption, and 2 Fog Blades. Not to mention that when an XE monster is summoned under Rusty Bardic, he can destroy a card on the side of the field. I'm going to start off by normal summoning Soul Eating Raptor, and I feel like this was a really cocky move by TJ, but it's warranted. He's going to activate the Fog Blade on the Soul Eating Raptor. I chained a Miscellaneous Eris. He has the second Fog Blade, of course, but I have the Super Polymerization. Now, knowing the opponent having a Super Polymerization and the Miscellaneous Eris, okay, maybe. The Super Polymerization too, man, that sucks. I'm going to be able to fuse both my Soul Eating Raptor and his Longrisu to make Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. That's 2 disruptions already out of the way. And now I'm going to have a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, but more importantly, I'll be able to send a Overtext Quetless from my deck to the graveyard. Triggering the effect of Quetless, I'm going to go ahead and add a Double Evolution Pill from my deck to my hand. And now I'll be able to pop off with some plays. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is insanely powerful. It can gain attack by targeting a monster with a level. Unfortunately, TJ doesn't have that. but I kind of don't need it on my field. I need my extra monster zone, and I understand that TJ has Orchestrated Bell on the side of the field, so he still has a couple of more disruptions. I'm going to special summon Drac-Alio to my side of the field, and now now I'm going to use the Perform Age Hat Tricker, or Perform Age Damage Juggler to add Perform Age Hat Tricker from my deck to my hand. Woo, it was a little crazy. Wish that Hat Tricker was at more than one. In this particular combo, I need to get that Starving Venom, or I need to get that Babel off the field because TJ does have disruptions in those graveyard to Dingridisu. If he also points it to a Rusty Bardic, he could possibly destroy 2 of my cards before I can start to pop off. Now, my Dinosaur monsters are completely safe for this phase due to Messlaceris, but everything else is fair game. So I'm going to go ahead and link off both my Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, as well as my Drac-Alio. I'm going to go ahead and special summon to my side of the field Nightmare Phoenix. Now, Nightmare Phoenix is awesome right now. I'll be able to discard a card from my hand, that being Hat Tricker, to destroy the Babel. And now TJ's in a spot. He can either activate his Orcust Symbol Skeleton right now, summoning the Dingrisu to get rid of my Nightmare Phoenix. Spray and pray that I don't have any other cards. He knows that the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, at least one, is coming through Double Evolution Pill. And, I mean, wow, he might lose the Dingrisu and the Bardish. He doesn't want to completely be destroyed in this particular sequence. So disrupting the Nightmare Phoenix will allow him to take less damage. And then on top of that, he has another monster on the field. Not necessarily he's in a great spot, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and activate Double Evolution Pill. I'm going to banish the Drac-Alio and as well as the Nightmare Phoenix. I'm going to special summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to my side of the field. Now, it's going to put TJ in an interesting position because he could have kept the Dingrisu in his graveyard and the Symbol Skeleton, you know, obviously where it's supposed to be, but it's like, it's definitely one of those situations where you lose, especially when you banish 2 more Dinosaur monsters for the summon of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and you follow with Shaddoll Fusion. Oh my! Fusing his monster in my monster instead of both of his monsters finally paid off because now I can use Shaddoll Fusion to special summon El Shaddoll Winda from my deck to my side of the field. But more importantly, I got to rid cards like Shaddoll Beast, and I got to rid cards like Shaddoll Hedgehog, using Hedgehog to search a Shaddoll monster from my deck to my hand, and now using Shaddoll Beast to draw an additional card. This board is insane. It cost me every single card in my hand, but I was actually able to break TJ's insane negate 2 card board. You can only imagine what he would have done with more optimal cards in his hand, and even a more optimized deck. I really am excited to see how Orcust happened. But even more importantly, I know you guys are excited for this Shaddoll Dino deck profile, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get this video to 400 likes. That is right, 400 likes, ladies and gentlemen, and I will get you that Shaddoll Dino deck profile. So we're going to go ahead and pop off with that Shaddoll Beast effect. We're going to draw an additional card. And this is actually enough for game. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno can attack into both Rusty Bardish and the Dingrisu. Keep in mind, the Orchestrated Babel is not supposed to be on the field. I don't know why it's still there, but it's supposed to be destroyed through Nightmare Phoenix. I will inflict 2,400 damage out of that one, or out of those 2 battles. The 3,500 and the 2,200 is going to be enough for game, ladies and gentlemen. 81 damage on the board through that little sequence. Now that I have won game 1, TJ is going to choose to go first again. He doesn't want to be locked out in this particular deck because Shaddoll Dino actually does have so many amazing things, or has a amazing thing that can lock out combo decks. He's going to start off with a godly hand using Dark Grepher's effect, discarding the Danger Nessie to special summon itself, and now we can use Danger Nessie's effect to add Danger Susanoko to his hand. He's going to use the second effect of Dark Grepher, discarding Danger Jackalope to send a dark monster from his deck to the graveyard. TJ is ready to pop off, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to send Brass Bombard, or my apologies, Symbol Skeleton from his deck to his graveyard. And now he's going to special summon Danger Susanoko through the effect of Danger Jackalope from his deck to his side of the field. TJ also has the other Danger Susanoko that he hasn't used its effect. So he's going to normal summon Orcust Brass Bombard. And now Bombard plus Dark Grepher can be used for a link summon right into, yes, you guys guessed it, Nightmare Cerberus. Cerberus right into the link summon into Nightmare Mermaid. And now Mermaid is going to discard Danger Susanoko to special summon to his side of the field Orcust Nightmare. Dangerous Tsunoko, since it was discarded, will be able to special summon itself to a side of the field. And now TJ is looking at a really good board. 4 monsters on his side of the field. He hasn't even started to pop up with his combos. He'll be able to make a board however he desires. Using the effect of his Brass Bombard, he can special summon, that's right, Orcust Harp Horror to his side of the field. The combos have not stopped. He can then follow up. I'm pretty sure we're all going to know he's going to make Galtea. He's going to use Orcust Nightmare and the Mermaid for a link summon. Galtea hits the side of the field. And now he's going to use the effect of his Orcust Nightmare. Nightmare is going to allow him to send World Legacy World Wand from his deck to the graveyard. And at this point in time, I would use the Harp Horror, the Dangerous Sunokos, for a link summon into Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardic. Now you have Bardic in your main monster zone, and you can pop up with some other combos, or even better, you can, oh, there's so many combos you can do. This time around, he's actually going to use World Legacy World Wand to special summon Brass Bombard back to his side of the field. I don't know if I would have summoned Brass Bombard. I think having Harp Horror into your graveyard at the end of your sequence, as well as Simple Skeleton, is a lot better, especially when he wants to end with a different ending board. Using all 3 of those monsters, Dangerous Sunoko and his Orcust monsters, he's going to go ahead and make Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardic. And now, even now, I think that if he actually would have put Galtea in the other monster zone, he could have put Bardic in the far zone, meaning that he could have put Longrisu in the opposite zone. I don't know. I think TJ definitely is still popping off right now, but it could be just a little better. He's going to use his Galtea's effect to set the Orchestrated Babble, and now he's going to activate the Babble. And he's going to be able to use those monster effects during my turn, using Ancient Cloak. He's going to add Boots to his hand, almost the exact same combo, special summoning Boots to his side of the field. And this is actually what happens when you have just a little more time to play the deck. We're obviously still playtesting it, still trying to see what we could do. Obviously, I can see these plays right now because the deck has been into the format, but this video was actually made well before the format began, and we were just trying to see what we could do. It's still an exciting deck, even with TJ's. We don't want to say misplays, but we could obviously say not so optimal quote-unquote plays. The deck is still popping off to no end. It's being able to make some insane boards. And if you guys want to see an actual deck profile of this, I would be more than willing to give you guys both deck profiles. Let's see if we can get to this video to 500 likes. That's all I ask for you guys, 500 likes. We already know you can do it. If the first 500 views actually like this video, we'll already be there. So I'm depending on you guys so we can get you both deck profiles. TJ being able to spell summon the Simple Skeleton through his Harp Horrors effect. He'll now, I mean, like, just the fact that he hasn't even used Harp Horror until just right now. It's like, this is crazy. He can make Longrisu. Unfortunately, due to the Rusty Bardic's placing, he can't make Longrisu where you would want to place it, but still, it's pretty decent. Actually, making Dingrisu would be great too. And I think he's going to do that. So no, it looks like he's going to make the Galtea and the Orcust Simple Skeleton. Nope, going against his wishes, he's going to go ahead and make Dingrisu on top of the Galtea. He's going to attach the Harp Horror. That is the correct move. I mean, losing a link to get an Orcust monster into his graveyard, it's worth it. And then he's going to use all those monsters for a link summon into Longrisu. And now the Longrisu and the, well, actually he can keep the Longrisu right now. He can actually send some of my monsters to the graveyard because he has the Babble. He'll be able to spell summon Dingrisu back to his side of the field, and then that'll give him enough ammo for Longrisu to be able to even disrupt even more boards. TJ using the Dangerous Sunoko and the Longrisu. He's going to go ahead and make Topologic Bomber Boy. This card's really good in Orcust because he can special summon monsters like Longrisu back to his side of the field to where Topologic Bomber Dragon points to. Longrisu can be destroyed by card effects, but Topologic Bomber Dragon is a free dark hole to his opponent. Now, did TJ end with the best of boards? I don't think so, but still, having 2 Fog Baits face down, a Topologic Bomber Dragon in your side of the field, Longrisu and Dingrisu for multiple disruptions depending on which one you want, I still think is really, really powerful. I'm going to start off my turn by activating Fossil Dig. I'm going to get a level 4 Dinosaur monster from my deck to my hand. You're going to let me get this Dinosaur monster. This time around, I'm going to go right into Miscellaneous Eris. I'm going to activate Miscellaneous Eris, and I'm going to protect all of my Dino summons right now. This card's really good for protecting your Dino summons. Normal summoning Solid Oviraptor. Oviraptor's effect is going to add or send a Dinosaur monster from my deck to the graveyard or hand. And thinking about how I can break this board, the real big problem is Topologic Bomber Dragon. Every time a monster is summoned to where a link arrow points to, he can destroy all monsters on the field. Now, I am protected during my main phase, but the problem is I need to be able to make an out to the Bomber Dragon before he starts summoning other monsters. And even if I do make an out, he still has Dingurisu or Longurisu, depending on what situation he wants to put himself in, to still get rid of more threats. Activating Miscellaneous Eris. We're actually going to go ahead and special summon Dracalo using the effect of Topologic Bomber Dragon to destroy his Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardic. So he won't be able to summon it to where a Rusty Bardic points to get 2 disruptions. He's just going to go ahead and lose the Bardic. Actually, I don't think he would be able to anyways. He'd just lose all his monsters. So that would be counterproductive. So now I'm stuck with a really tough situation. I can use both of those monsters for a link summon, putting 2 dinosaur monsters in the graveyard, setting up a double evolution pill play or whatnot, or actually just setting up my Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Can't set up a double evolution pill play just yet. But I can't point it to the Link 2 monster, or I basically can't even fusion summon because Topologic Bomber Dragon will destroy those monsters. I'm going to make Underclock Taker. And now I'm going to banish both of those monsters to spell summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to my side of the field. The second that I enter battle phase, TJ has disruption, so it's not good at all. I don't think that, I don't really have anything else. So entering battle phase, I'm going to trigger the effect of his Orcust symbol skeleton to spell summon Dingurisu to his side of the field and send the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to the graveyard. It was the battle phase. Very unfortunate that card has a free disruption. And yeah, I don't really have any other plays because TJ still has those 2 Fog Blade face down, which can negate my monster effects, preventing me from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. So yeah, this is a terrible situation for me. I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn right back to TJ. And yeah. He's got the yams right now. TJ is jumping for joy as he's going to top deck an Armageddon Knight. And I'm like, nope, no. So that was game 2, ladies and gentlemen. TJ definitely had game in that particular combo. Just summoning Armageddon Knight was all the information I needed to know that I was not winning. He was going to finish me off right then and there. So this time around, I'm going to get the opportunity to go first. And I'm going to be able to show you guys why Dinos, Shaddolls, more importantly, are just so ferocious, even in May of 2019. Normal summoning Soul Eating, I'm going to use its effect to add a dinosaur monster from my deck to my hand. That dinosaur monster is going to be the Overtech Quetless. Now I'm going to use El Shaddoll Fusion, fusing both Shaddoll Beast and Shaddoll Quetless. That is going to allow me to special summon El Shaddoll Winda. Now, Winda is a huge problem for combo-based decks because Pro players can only special summon once. Shaddoll can actually take its time to set up special summons, whereas when you look at those combo decks, they need to have multiple special summons to be able to make a board. Shaddoll Winda is very dangerous, especially since it can protect itself from destruction as well, meaning that quite a few cards are locked out of getting rid of her. I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of Shaddoll Beast and draw a card, as well as follow up by the activation of Double Evolution Pill. I'm going to banish the Overtex and the Shaddoll Beast to special summon from my deck to my side of the field. I'm going to go ahead and do that a little wrong. I have to draw the card first, obviously. We're going to special summon that Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to our side of the field. So Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, Shaddoll Winda doesn't seem like the best of boards. But when you start to think about it, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno prevents those normal summon monsters from getting over Shaddoll Winda, You can destroy a card on your field or hand to flip that monster face down. And Shaddoll Winda essentially prevents you from link summoning, because you need to put 2 monsters on the field, and normally it's a normal summon and a special summon, or 2 special summons. It kind of just shuts you out of the game. Shaddoll Winda being a very strong card against so many meta decks, TJ is forced to set a monster in defense and pass his turn. And that might not be exactly what he needs. I'm going to go ahead and activate Fossil Dig. Man, that's going to give me Soul Eating Off Raptor summoning it to my side of the field. I'm going to go ahead and send for my deck to the graveyard to overtax Quetless. Quetless activating its effect. It's going to give me double Evolution Pill. And now we're going to do it all over again, ladies and gentlemen. All I have to do is, put a... No, I need to put a non-dinosaur monster in my graveyard, I guess. So we're going to link the Shaddoll Winda and Soul Eating Off Raptor. That's going to special summon Beat Cop to my side of the field. Whoa! Never thought you would have seen Beat Cop hit the field. I mean, it has the link arrows pointing down diagonally. It's a little better. Next, I'm going to add the El Shaddoll Fusion to my hand due to the effect of Winda's effect. And then I'm going to follow up with double Evolution Pill, banishing both the Winda and possibly the Overtext Quetless. 2 special summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno number 2. So right now this is 1,000 damage, 4,500. Tour Guide I think is 2,000, 50, 55, 65. This is not enough for game right now, but it very much can be depending on what other card I have in my hand. I did add Shaddoll Fusion back into my hand, and if I can follow it up with a Fusion summon play, this could be game. Using the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to attack into his Harp Warrior, TJ is going to take 8,000 damage. Soul Eating Overraptor attacking for 1,800. Ultimate Conductor attacking for 3,000, 3,500. Beat Cop attacking for his damage. And the Shaddoll Fusion fusing the Soul Eating Overraptor and the Shaddoll Squamata to make El Shaddoll Winda, which can attack for game. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to get this video to 400, 500 likes for both deck profiles. Please like, comment, subscribe. But most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.